Hello, everyone, and welcome to My Art, My Joy. Today, we are joined by the impeccable, the best cinematographer in town, Mr. Mpho. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm great on yourself, my
I
sister.
am so good, and I'm
Good.
excited that you're here.
Okay, thank you so much for the platform, for inviting me through. I give thanks for the platform and for.
Oh my goodness, guys, you know what? I knew this man, but I just couldn't put the face to the person I was talking to or working with. I think we worked for 3 months, or was it 6 months?
I can recall.
Yeah, but it was in those
months,
lines.
But yeah, it was around
I mean,
that.
I was working with him, and then the next thing I talked to him again. We meet in Bloemfontein, and we are talking, and then, like when I got his profile, that's when I got to know. Oh, Mpota. I'm like, no, I know this guy. And then today, before the show, we're actually talking, and then yeah, welcome, my friend. So now I get to see that it's really you, the person I've been talking to, even outside. It's you.
Yeah, no, that's
You
me.
know what? I'm really glad that you're here.
No, thank you so much.
And then our people are going to know more about the amazing person and producer that you are today.
Sure. Right. Yeah. No, let's do this.
Let's do this. Anyway, please introduce yourself, who you are, and then what you do. Yeah, just tell us about yourself, and then we'll take it from there.
Well, ke nna Mpho Tau, ngwana ga mama le papa.
Yeah.
I'm born and bred in Bloemfontein. Ke ngwana ga umama ke goletse mo Bloemfontein ko Rocklands. Ka tsena dikolo ko bo Marutanang, ka ya bo Kailang,
ke re maaka.
ATTI, and then I went to Pacofs. Ke shapa acting there. But prior going ko Pacofs, ke ne ke shapa di street theater pieces. Le majita ko kae se re bitsa majita comedians. I think it was around,
I saw that as well. Yeah.
2002, 3. You understand? That was the time in Reshapa Street Theatre, and then it is 2007 or 8, if I'm not 2007 actually. That's when I went to Pacofs just to get a bit of training.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
in a nutshell, ke motho ke ratang di film, I'm a filmmaker. Yes, I'm getting into directing, producing.
Yes.
Also curator film screenings and all that. So
And you're
in a
doing a
nutshell-
wonderful job there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We give thanks. So basically, in a nutshell, that's what Mpho is all about.
And yeah, I want to know, like, because every time you know, I knew as I was a young person, or I want to do this. My parents I'm going to go into acting or be a doctor or whatever. So when I studied learning, like, when did it start? This love for the arts, you know, for acting, you know, for producing. I know, like, you are doing a lot. Like, let me just say that you're a master, you know, of what you are doing.
Master.
So, into Ena, when did it start?
Yeah, I think from a young age, man. So it happens that my dad in the what the drama and all that. So I drew from that. So
yeah.
Bana must draw from.
Yeah, especially if they see it's something that it's beautiful.
Yeah,
you know,
so I guess it was a question of
yes.
It's as simple as that. Understand? Hence, from I think Feta Primary, that's when I began to act at school. When we did not keep actor, we had the playing
classing as well.
All that high school. That's when also I pursued it more. And then in high school, and then in Katla Pacofs, and then in. So it's started that.
So classing when they say, okay, today we're going to read Shakespeare, and then we have only that one classing. If ever your turn, okay, we know that Mpho is going to do it. I enter characterization, or you are not just reading or just saying the sonnet or whatever, you know, poetry that they give you. You know, were you those kind of kids?
Well, not that much. I think it started ka dilo tsa boma go dramatizer.
Yeah.
So in the context of a textbook, the scenario will be written for there's the kids that are using drugs and all that, and act it out. So that's when we kind of do it, not your Shakespeare and no sonnet.
I was just giving an example.
It was just, it's just minimal like that, you understand? And then obviously would not necessarily have scripts, but okay, this is a scenario, this is a couple, whatever. We create our own world based on the context. Because, you know, brief reading that from the textbook, and then we just put a piece together as a group,
Wow.
and then that's it.
That's beautiful. And I also saw on your profile that you were saying that Ukenibu MDG, you know, like those are the schools that study arts in the Free State that we know, you know. So tell me, like, you were one of the first people to go there, I think, like maybe after the first ones went, Bo Jojo, Bo Mamang. So you guys went. So tell me, how is it? Did it influence your career in those days? Like, what happened?
Yeah, so my understanding is Pacofs used to have your drama classes, right? I think.
Get back about my 2012 because my friends used to go there then.
Or by then and I was no longer in Bloemfontein.
Oh, so it was before then.
And it was 2007.
Yo,
so
yeah.
The guys that came after me, most of them I do not know them.
Okay, yeah.
So when I was in 2007, hence I'm saying I knew from high school what Pacofs its own thing because there used to be drama festivals at the goal, you understand.
Wow.
So Nanaki and Kibatla training with Pacofs, but then there's a group, you understand, drama group, so that's when I got to join.
Okay.
Went audition, we got in. So just get to do, you know, the trainings, our act, the exercises and thing. So the thing that I took or that came out of that training, really a industrial theater piece, you understand?
Yeah,
I think a spornet where we were teaching about the safeties, I would say the sport, the training and all that. So at least we got to tour a bit of your Kimberley, DR, and then in Beaufort West. And the other group continued.
So you guys were busy with that, you know?
Yeah, I think that's
industrial theater.
Yeah. But because it was a bunch of us, they had to group us. This group will do this. Same production though. When I would do this, the others would continue with the rest.
Okay.
So, and then I left them. And then that's when I went to ATTI for 2 years, and after I left Bloemfontein.
Yeah, we are coming to that because it's very interesting. And then I saw as well that you used to perform Gobo Hoffman Square, you know. So I'm sure it used to be so interesting. Like every time I'm going to rehearsals, you feel like, oh, I cannot wait to get there. So it used to be like that. So like now, as a young person sitting there at home, not knowing what to do, I think you're a best person to actually advise that person. Or you know what, if you have something like, if only only talented enough, just do your own sketches and then do it. It doesn't matter where you are, the audience is always there. Especially Bo Hoffman Square, but you know, it's actually practice. But I guess even nowadays Hoffman Square there and just perform. People will come and watch you.
Most definitely.
You are basking, it's nice. Just do it. You start somewhere. You cannot just sit at home and not do anything. So I actually love that. And it also helps you, I guess, to improve on your craft.
Yeah, most definitely.
It improves on your craft.
Stage presence and all that. Oh, well, advice, I mean, no other things are different from
That's true.
Understand that people are just able to shoot themselves, TikTok, whatever the case may be. So there's also that advantage, understand. But not everybody's in those platforms.
That's true.
Understand. So the beauty ka street theater audience just stops because they see you doing something. So you are not necessarily asking them to stop and watch. Hey,
that is beautiful.
Let
me see that.
So to just take yourself out there, understand? So imagine if we were to do that now, using also the TikTok and all the social platforms. So meaning if I do not have platforms there, but go Hoffman Square, it's an advantage.
It is, right?
Go Hoffman Square, go phone.
It rings a bell. Oh, you know.
So it's just a way of marketing.
It is. It is definitely.
Then you're going to the people, and you're getting different people. Understand? And then they react differently. Understand? So we used to know the Saturday. Lemajita, we know of Koala. And it was more for fun, you understand, because then it started because 100 rand. And then before you renovate, understand? There used to be muchachos.
What? Yes. Hey, and then you go
Chips.
home really sharp, you know.
But then with the time we felt we needed to grow, understand? You cannot just be doing one thing over and over and over.
Yeah.
Equally, like I said previously, the snapshots the paragraph that we used to enact, le di-piece they were not written.
Yeah.
Understand? We just created a scenario for ourselves. If only cherry we make you a guy, and it was only Majita, understand? So we used to reenact Mpho for whatever character, then change and all that. In at least strictly Majita fella. So it is advantageous.
And it sounds so interesting that you guys had fun as well while you're doing that, and then you kept yourself busy as well. So what I'm interested again is that, okay, now Wahola, you're growing up, okay, I grew up here in the Free State, and then I go to the drama schools and all that, and now your journey continues. So tell me, how did you go about leaving Bloemfontein to go to the big city, Gauteng, you know, the city of gold? How did that come about? And yeah, tell me the story there. What happened, like the achievements that you got, and you know, just to inspire that, you know, it doesn't matter where you come from, and then you can actually make it big out there.
Oh, the Gauteng thing, I think it's growth, man. You needed to, because that's how it has always been. You can always say, no, there's no need for you to go to Gauteng and all that. There's always an advantage going there because space does appeal. Understand? It's happening.
True. That's
understand? True. It's good that we are wanting to hold state provinces, which is key. Understand? But
we need to do that. Yes.
That's how it is. That's all a lot of different from that side, from different provinces and from different African countries. So initially I wanted to go TUT, right? And then it never happened. Failure with audition, and then in market theatre as well. Understand? Kilo actor it never came through. And then in 2010, that's when I went to Pretoria. State theatre. There was a production company. Understand? They wanted to teach Banaka actor and all that. Baby, it's a World of Dreams. So that's when I got to go Pretoria, and then I became part of that production. And then through that production, I did set work pieces because it was just a bunch of us. There were Zulus, I think. There were also Pedis and Tswanas. So I would fall Kabachwaning to do
things.
Patia. The set word book in
it was a book that you guys were doing. Okay.
So and then when I was going to because set works was the main targeted one about goal.
That's true.
And then from there, na patia theater kina theater attendant basically, understand where Asha. So people come.
Yeah, then when I was you ticket to that and doing all those things.
So by then, because it's in my exactly that much. The key thing in Kilemo, and this is in hindsight, right? When I left, I thought I am ready to, you know, I will just get in and then
everywhere you go,
I will just go up. But only to find out I did not know how to compete. So when I got matched with people who knew how to compete. It was a challenging thing for me. I felt I'm deserving of an opportunity by virtue of me being here.
You didn't know.
Audition, do that. So I was never mentally
ready for that.
Ready for that. Hence, then I did your Spanish ushering. But there's one advantage to that because then I got exposed to different shows.
Through that, and different people as well.
Exactly.
You know?
So I got to appreciate art for what art is all about. Not actor.
You know, behind the scenes.
I would just there, and then I think label who what behind the scenes, that's when it began. I'm like, okay.
So the love also.
Because I felt one can always be in front, but also one can also be behind. So I wanted to ask Majitanyana, can you just bring me on board? But it never materialized until I felt okay. I got to Asharam. So I might just buy out. And then that's when I left State Theatre 2012. Nemisa, Jozi, 2013. So that's when the journey of film started.
And being like behind the scenes for a lot of television productions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also want to hear about that. Tell our people, like, I just want people to know more about who Mpho is, you know. It's not that you are here to talk about, like, you know, what your achievements and all that, but we also want to know, what are your skills? What is Mpho capable of? You know, what did you work with? Who did you work with? So you can just tell us a little bit of what you did and with other productions like Isidingo, Skeemsami and all that. You know, I'm excited. Tell us
so
about that.
2013 I went to Nemisa, right? Nemisa is a year course and it's a very practical course.
Okay.
Right? We are very much practical.
Is it there in the studios? Where did they train?
No, it's editing, your camera work, your producing, directing, understand, a bit of writing. Like I'm saying, it's just a practical course.
Okay,
Understand?
yeah.
I could not say into a crash course.
No, but it's okay.
But
Like, it's a
one
course.
of those
Yes.
courses. Yes, not theory, but mainly it's very practical.
Practical.
Understand? Because we're doing project back to back.
Yes.
Yeah. So I did it for a year, and then towards the end of the year, December, we did a show. I was a cable basher for a show called Chopped SA. Cable basher basically is me setting up cameras.
Oh,
and then
okay,
holding
okay.
a
Thank you
camera
for saying it.
for the
Yeah.
camera operator, because I get a studio and then it's handheld camera, so they're going up and down.
Oh, yeah,
Cable
I
come
get
with
it.
Reaper.
Yes.
So you just
Having to work with the cable.
behind the camera operator,
Yes.
basically.
Okay.
Understand? Akhathala ko yona motshwara camera. Ale re o mona camera.
Okay,
Understand? So we
nice.
did a show called Chopped SA. It's some international brand or concept where people are brought in to come and cook. So they did the South African version of
yes.
it. So we were just cable bashers then.
Yes.
So that concluded the year 2013. Then 2014, that's when I began to Hozama Spanish because now I'm out of school.
Yeah.
Understand? And then in Kabakraya, opportunity on intern go Sesani Studios.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So Sesani Studios by then unokushuta Rhythm Seat, Isidingo, Scandal Salikoteng, and then in Skeemsami.
Yeah.
Understand? So when I was brought in, it was a question of whether I go Isidingo or Skeemsami.
Oh.
By then, that's when Skeemsami was moving in to the studio and say, okay, they just been built.
Yeah.
And then somebody just took me and Kisa Isidingo to say, okay, there's a new guy, around 19.
Wow.
That's how I got to place go Isidingo. How I got to go Skeemsami because I was falling under Sesani.
So
when
everywhere.
The actual crew went on break because we were interns.
Yes.
They're like, okay, can't go on break now because we're the intern.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you'd go
Skeemsami
there.
just for
Okay.
a couple of, maybe a week or so. Same thing, setting up
that's
cameras and all that. And
So I'm
then-
sure that's where your love grew even more of being behind the
Like,
scenes, you know,
you
camera.
always wonder how are things been shot.
Yeah,
Understand? So I got
yeah.
to see, okay, this is how things
is
been
how it
shot.
is. They cut
Okay,
and do
three
the
camera
thing.
setup, this is how it works and
Yes.
all that. So yeah, and also the nyako sumina go rata go direct because get from acting background.
Yes.
And then I'm like, okay, I just want to see how the director talks to an actor.
Yeah.
Actor does respond to the director.
Yes.
So I go to a masterclass, free masterclass.
Okay.
Okay, this
That
how
is so
they-
nice.
they
I
talk
love your
and-
journey. Like,
Well,
you know, your journey is so beautiful. Like, you started here and then it keeps going up. So
yeah.
now that you learned all that and then you came back home. When did
Yeah.
you come back home in Bloemfontein?
Well, I did not come home because I wanted to come home.
Okay.
Yeah. I freelanced a lot, right? And freelancing imunati because you get to do different productions in a
Yes.
very short space of time.
Yes.
But then I was not fortunate in terms of getting gigs back to back.
Okay.
The way I
Or
used
you
to
would
have.
imagine to have.
You
Yeah.
understand that?
Yeah.
Because in Kibata gets a production, do me get a production tabo from tabo, get a production.
O itse
You
hore
understand that?
your rent is paid, you know, your
6 months,
transport.
so
yeah.
because then ke ke kabatega financially,
Okay.
I'm like I get go na bega mo
No,
Gauteng, ke ne ke hlophane le batsadi. I'm like, I can just come back home.
Yeah.
So I came back home 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, and then in Kadula, Ikaboreganyana, and then Big Fish opened. They wanted students.
Okay.
I applied, and then boom, 2018, I went to Cape Town, go to Big Fishy.
Oh,
And then that's
yeah.
when the skill happens to
Yeah, you've been
producer,
enhanced, you know,
or,
like sharpened.
sa
Yeah.
documentary shona utlile ba se high tina up. And then in 2019 I came back, went to Jozi again, did a production, I came back home and I've since been home. You understand?
I like that because you came and then you went somewhere, you saw, you learned. You didn't just sit there and not do anything. You learned a lot.
Yeah.
And then now you came home.
Yeah.
You are here with me today, talking to me, and we are going to talk about your project, 1976. I mean, you are really doing great. Like I remember the other time, like I was talking to my friends, your colleagues, and then they were telling me about this. I'm like, are you shooting films? Oh, I also asked you. I'm like, are you shooting films? So are we gonna see your films? You're gonna show us your films and all that. You understand? So, but you did tell me that you're going to do that, shoot films, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but for now, I want you to talk about 1976. What is this project all about? Like, so that somebody sitting out there can be like, okay, I'm interested to come and see what you are doing. Or if you are showcasing again like you did the last time, somebody out there can come and see, okay, this is what you do. Okay, how can I be involved? Or even as an audience member, I can come and support what you're doing, you know? And then from there, I can like what you're doing and then, you know, maybe join. If
So 1976 Films, it's a production company. It's a Mpho production company.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my baby. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've always loved and I've always known one or the other ke batla go produce, ke batla go direct.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Much as I still have the desire to work with other established directors, producers, companies, but I still have the desire to want to produce.
True that.
Right? So I just opened this thing so that I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically 1976 Films is a company that deals with a TV and film production company and photography company. Right?
Okay.
So that's what basically we do.
Yes.
Yes, I've shot a couple of short films, right? And then there's this other one that I shot in 2019 when I was doing Project Jozi.
Okay.
Baby, it's a beautiful in my skin. It's a small 5-minute documentary film.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That one I will forever talk about it simply because it stempiled my journey into the space.
Wow.
Yeah, because it is through it that I got to be selected to go to film festivals. Understand? So that's when I felt okay. It's this thing. If I was not sure whether I'm in the right space, this
but that one, this is the right path. You know. Yeah.
So that's basically what we do. The question of screenings, doing festivals, and all that, it's another branch. Understand that I'm venturing into.
Okay.
Well, I never thought I would do it as soon as now, but I never thought I would do it in future.
But you did it.
Because I saw an opportunity.
Yes.
Understand? And also it's a question of sustainability as a creative.
True that.
So if I'm not producing, if I'm not directing, there's something that I'm doing also on the side. You understand?
Yeah.
Which somewhat encompasses everything that I do.
Yeah, you know.
So this year, around 23rd, 24th March 2023, we did our first edition.
Yeah.
Where I'm bringing cinema to your doorstep. So basically, that's the brainchild, 1976 films, in terms of screenings and all that.
Yeah.
So the idea with that is just to create and encourage culture of consuming South African and African-made films. You understand? From perspective ya Bloemfontein.
Yeah.
You understand? So that ratise batho lerato la go sheba di-film tse dirilweng within our own borders and our African borders. You understand? But importantly, it is to create audiences or develop audiences.
Audience
so
development.
That, so that in future when we do Bloemfontein International Film Festival, somewhat
already is on
to understand. So I never wanted to do film festival.
Okay.
I just wanted to do public screenings.
Okay,
so
now I get what
bring directors and their films, and then we just watch their films and we engage them.
Yes.
Understand? So meaning, even if you are not part of the field, when you come through, at least you get a piece of understanding. Film When I say creative, it's always an advantage because then you can always take pointers from the film. And when you go back, make your own film, somewhat you have referenced with a film. You understand?
Now I get, I always wanted to know. But I like that. But then I asked you that question before, and I don't know if it's appropriate to ask you again. No, I want to know Rena behind that 1976. So go na le eng? Like I want to know why 1976.
Also, we're asking the why. Then why did I choose to name the company?
Yes,
1976
because I would
Films?
choose my company is Murikwana. I know it's Shakers. We deal with cultural things, you know, something like that.
yeah.
So now I want to know, okay, 1976.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's simple,
Yeah.
like out of the box. But I want to know, why choose 1976?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh no. Question
Is there something behind the meaning? Is there something behind that?
Yeah. So prior to registering this name or opening this company, I had another company. I called it Coffee Media House. Right?
Oh, okay.
So I felt, what's the meaning of that? Right? It never had any meaning.
Oh, yeah.
It's a question of I love black coffee so much, and then I'm going to just take the name coffee and
and they just put it
does
there.
not have any meaning. You
Yeah.
understand? Because
Yeah.
it's a question of just I like this guy who's a DJ, right? And I'm like, okay, what is it that I can open that would have meaning?
Yes.
Right? And then in the question of who understand who we are as Africans, or on the question of the
Yes.
consciousness. So I begin to have interest just generally around that.
Okay, so
and
it's
then
that.
1976 films, if you know history, will tell us
Yeah.
there was an uprising.
Yes,
you
I know.
understand? So it comes from that.
It comes from that.
right?
Okay,
So
okay.
it's just to honor that particular youth.
That is
you understand?
beautiful.
Also to remind myself the sacrifice that they did.
So that you
whenever
keep
and,
grinding.
whenever
know.
I feel I'm down, I must remember. So
You
just
must
to
remember.
honor that particular generation of
Honor.
students.
Honor,
Honor.
honor.
Yes, it's that's the long and short of it. Interestingly enough, there's a project that I'm working on that has to do with the actual year.
Okay.
So I'm still developing it. When it's ready, we'll talk about it.
Well, I can't wait to hear and see it.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, no, it's
And if
going
you
to.
want somebody to act or something, I'm
Oh,
available.
no, unfortunately, it's going to be a documentary. Drawn into documentaries for now, but I do fiction there and there, but for now I'm just
Yeah,
enjoying
but
the
yeah, no, I understand.
genre of documentaries.
Yeah, I really, really love your story. But then, like, we didn't really go deep into what you were going through when you were in Joburg or everything, but I understand. It feels like your journey was so smooth, you know? Like, but
Oh.
how was it? I just want to know. I love hearing people's stories so that it can be a testimony for somebody out there who wants to be in this film industry that you're in. Because sometimes we think it's easy. Nothing is easy. We work for things.
Yeah.
We work for things to be done, you know? So I just want you to just tell somebody out there who wants to do what you are doing, you know? Like how
Ooh.
has the journey been, and, you know, how can they improve, or where can they improve, or how can they go about it, you know?
Okay, so the last part of your question, I would simply say people must always be ready.
Be ready.
You understand? I think that's the long and short of it. As to how my journey was, especially within the context of film and all that, is you would go for some time osna chelete,
Yeah.
osna span, meaning
Yeah.
osna chelete. I mean osna span, osna chelete.
True that.
You understand? So the last project that you did, you have saved, but you need to take your savings so patala rent or dijo.
True that.
So now vela kumarago, understand?
Eish.
So that has been my greatest challenge over and above or anything else. Question of not getting this money the way I would wish. So let's like sustainability wise, because you cannot just want to enjoy the fact that I've done Big Brother, but somewhat you cannot show for it or something like that. So it's one of those things. A person would read my profile, hey, I've done this, but I just feel I'm like, ish. I want more. That's the thing when you've got an opportunity to do something big, you always want more. You want more. You want more. You want more. You want
That's
more.
true.
But more of it should come with you being able to sustain yourself and live.
Sustainability.
Handouts.
No, we can't.
Just live.
Yeah.
Like at least. I don't want to live at least.
No.
I think that's why I also came back home, because I felt I was going to be a nuisance of sort.
Yeah.
Just
That's
go home.
true.
I can't let it go anyway.
No.
So yeah.
Every charity begins at home. Whatever you want to do, it will definitely begin at home. So now that you are like, I love solutions.
Oh, yeah.
So now that we are speaking, okay, these are the challenges. I mean, there has been good parts. There has been like the positive side.
Yeah.
You've been working with a lot of people who are known, you understand, productions that are big, you understand. So now you are here, you are making it, right?
Yeah.
Like even if it's, I know, like that's what I'm saying. Even
Yeah.
if like you've went through all those obstacles, there's always the positive side, you know.
Yeah.
So now you are here, you learn so much out there, and then you are here to implement what you learned, and then you're also helping our people. That's what I love.
Yeah.
You are not one man show. You
Yeah.
understand? So that's why we are here. We want to collaborate as well. He is collaborating with so many people. You know, my friend Stilkhona Lady, the other guy, I always forget his name. Oh, God forgive me. Yes, you understand?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you are out there and you want to do this, you can never do everything yourself. Remember, a tree has branches. So also become those branches so that you can help each other. Let's help each other, Free State. Let's rise up and help each other. I love your story and I love what you're doing as well. So from now, like, what's the future projects?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
The guy you've mentioned, Morena, we are working on his documentary now.
Oh, you see? Yes.
So we should be shooting it from next month or so.
Awesomeness.
And
All the
then
best.
I'm wrapping another production, not production, but development there thing.
Yes.
So those for now are the two projects
That you are
we
busy with.
working on.
Yeah.
But also want to push for more projects to work on more projects. So yeah,
You
there
see-
should
you see,
be
I love that. You
Yeah.
know, the negative side only pushed you to work hard, right?
yeah.
And now you are here, you're working. And I pray that you'll get more funds so that your
Yeah.
productions are, you know, are going well, your documentaries and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And all the best for the future. Is there anything else that I left out? I mean, that we didn't talk about? Is there anything that
No, I
you'd
think
love? I think we
yeah,
covered you
yeah,
as a person and your projects as well. Like, I really can't wait to watch your projects because, yeah, it's new. The screening, like, it's very new. Like, maybe somebody did it before and I don't know, but when the way you are taking it at this pace, I think it's actually a beauty.
Yeah, most definitely. No, I don't think there's anything to add, to subtract, divide, to multiply. I think I've said
Yeah.
in a nutshell who Mpho is all about.
Mpho tau.
Okay, Mpho tau. What is it all about? So
Yes.
yeah. But I continue to give thanks for such platforms. So
Yes.
though I love living in the shadows, but once in a while you just come out.
Come out and
people
then
know
come
you,
collaborate
and
with the people. I'm sure a lot of people are now listening and are going to listen to this and then be like, okay, I want to work with that person. Like, really, like, you can give us the social media handles so that people can follow you. Who are you on Facebook or Instagram so that we can start following you?
On Facebook, it's simple. It's Mpho tau.
Mpho tau.
But there's a nickname in between, Coffee. So it's Mpho Coffee
So you
tau.
love your coffee?
And then in 1976 films, it's both on Facebook
Instagram
and Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I try post what I do most of the time.
Yeah.
So I think it's easier to get me there.
Okay, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
It was really, really lovely getting to know you more. You know,
Yeah.
like you think you know somebody, but until you know what the story is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad that you came.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This was Mpho tau, and you can follow him on the social media platform. And we're signing out. This is your host, Dumi, and this is my art, my joy.